Let's get this going. Looks like it's just gonna be us and the Zindi this time around. We should be able to finish this off. Welcome back, everyone. This is Panicking with GreyWolfs Den, and we are bringing you some more Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons mod. And we're going to continue on. From the last time we left off, the Zindi had just sent a probe to attack Earth, and now we've got to analyze the debris to find out where this probe came from, and in time, hopefully, go stop this from happening again in the future. That is our current mission that we've got going on right now. See about doing, trying to get a few other things taken care of as well. In the meantime, let's get to it. All right, so let's pause here for a minute. The Forge. If you remember in the Star Trek Enterprise, the TV show, Archer and T'Pol went out into the deserts and arid areas of Vulcan to investigate this Vulcan bombing that happened, the bombing on Vulcan Embassy. They end up going out in this desert. Evidence has led them in this direction. They're in the process of trying to figure out what's going on. Well, let's follow them along there and see what we can find out. In the show, of course, you see a point in time in the episode, Archer and T'Pol have to take coverage in this area because of electrical sandstorms that are passing through. When they end up running into a guy that refers to himself as Arif, he's actually Siren of the Sirenite movement. He's the religious leader of this group. So he ends up taking them back to a sanctuary to help prove that they are innocent of this bombing. So shortly after arriving at this sanctuary, the captain meets a number of the Sirenites who attempt to explain the nature of their movement and how it rejects violence. The debate is interrupted when they start getting alarms and sounds of explosions because the Vulcan High Command has sent out fighters to lay waste to this area to get rid of these people, this movement. The geomagnetic anomalies of the Forge has reduced their accuracy in this bombing, but still caused the deaths of many of the Sirenites who tried to escape. Siren himself is fatally injured, dying shortly after placing his hands on the captain's face and muttering, "Remember." So the captain and T'Pol escaped together into the cave network. So they had to go deeper into the caves to get away from this bombing that was going on. All right, so the captain has experienced a number of visions following the attack on the Serenite base, learning that Siren carried the Katra or soul of Sarek, now transferred to himself, and the mental toll is heavy. T'Pol reveals the underpinning of the Serenite faith as the Karshara is an ancient artifact said to contain the complete writings of Surak, thought lost to time. While the Karshara, T'Pol argues that they can prove the Serenites' peaceful ways to the Vulcan High Command. The captain offers his help to locate this artifact. Let's keep our invoice going. Alright, so we're taking the Karshara to the capital to prove that the Serenite followers are innocent of the bombing of the Vulcan embassy bomb. Alright, so we're not having any problems out of the odd factory that we restarted up on Terra Nova, so that's a good thing. Got an outpost in Moabi, so let's go ahead and get that one done while we wait to build up some more influence. Get the rest of these places settled and explored as we go. Alright, so the journey from the Vulcan's Forge to the capital is long and arduous, and the captain and T'Pol eventually arrive in the city outskirts. Finding shelter with the Serenite synthesizer, the pair carefully plan their next move to confront the council with the Karshara and demonstrate their innocence. Plan is success. The captain and T'Pol have infiltrated The council chambers and the Vulcan High Command enforce those present to bear witness to the Karshara and the Serenites' claims of innocence. While many are awed by the presence of the Karshara, Administrator Tukali reacted with uncharacteristic anger and attempted to destroy the artifact and kill T'Pol and the captain in the process. So now the Vulcan people are going to change from the Vulcan command to the writings of Surak. So they're going to become the Confederacy of Surak now. Alright, so we have opened up communications with the Orion Trade Union. That'll show them, well, I thought it was going to show them, but I don't guess it did just yet. Nope, there they are. There's the Orion Syndicate there. Send the captain back to Sol so he can research this, analyze the debris from that probe. And we can go on. Make sure our settlements are doing good. Earth is building a city now. Taken care of. Alright, now we got the Tau aliens that we need to speak with. Let's go ahead and get this research and stuff taken care of first, and then we'll jump back on that. Let's get an invoice sent to them. Is that some new group? Well, they're already building a starbase there. Go down here to Capella and go ahead and build one there and be done with, have that one taken care of. So we're moving along slowly. Some more research. Naval supply depots. Alright, so we're doing good so far. Everything's moving along. Waiting on our captain to get back in from really from the Vulcan homeworld, but now he's in Pinjam. He'll be getting that taken care of and heading on to Sol. We're going to send this survey ship, the USS Fahrenheit, to Ross 154. Keep our invoice going. Groom bridge is built. Our guys surveying. Keep them going like they are. While we get all this stuff at least discovered or explored to the extent that we can see what's on them. Right, so we're finished here. Let's send over this way. See if we can find anybody else in this area. If I'm not mistaken, the Betazoid should be right in here. We already found the trio. Let me go ahead and move this guy here to the altar system so I can see what's there. We just had this area here built up. Outpost put in there, so he is going to analyze the debris with 180 days. That's perfect timing on that. So we actually worked that out pretty good for ourselves. On the screen, we found the Tamarian Unity. Good deal, good deal. Research, let's go with the alloy production. That way we can increase our alloy production. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on with me today, not talking. But keep that going. Analysis has been received. Vulcans are increasing their areas. So engineering teams have successfully analyzed the records of the alien probe. Certain quantum markers of the whole material indicate exposure to a class of subspace anomalies frequent in the Delphi Expanse, a turbulent region. The vessel's damaged computer core reveals almost nothing short of the name of the alien race, Xindi. Determined to prevent further incursions into United Earth space, the Admiralty have proposed a mission into the Delphi Expanse to gain additional intelligence. So this is where we're going to end up sending Archer to get this evidence so we can figure out how to best handle this situation with these folks. As soon as Archer gets done there, we're gonna turn around and head him north to our areas, to our area up that way. A construction ship at Wolf 424. We're gonna go ahead and put an outpost in that area as well, so I can get it taken care of. Fleet's been upgraded. Send him up to Bernard Star. Go ahead and get that system in our control as well. Alright, says I got a ship sitting here not doing anything. Let's get you upgraded, sir. Survey the system. Alright, so we got to select an expedition leader. We got 711 days for that, to which we will more than likely, like I said before, we will send Archer. Once he is done down here, begin my setting. I'll just send him back towards that area to get that stuff taken care of. And I should not have sent him so far, like I did. He should stay right here so that he can grab this area. Alright, Starbase 424 has been constructed. Let's go ahead and build his mining stations, get that taken care of. This construction ship should have been sent to here instead. There isn't much in this area right here for me to gather or get, so I am just going to go ahead and send him to Bernard Star and put a outpost in that area. So we'll see what we can come up with as that goes on. Waiting on the next move. Heller. Alright, what do we got? 608 days. We're going to jump over here, because I'm pretty sure that's who I think it is. So we're going to come here, okay? Just a moment, just to get that alien satellite dish pop up, and then we're going to head to Sol. Post haste, like flying. Got to unpause the game, of course, to do this, but you know, hey, that's neither here nor there. Alright, there's our beta alien. So we're going to say, stop what you're doing, and I need you to head to Sol. 329 days, be more than enough time. Alright, let's get an envoy to that region down there. Alright, this is the Atoba Planitia megastructure. It's a new facility that will help with military and science flagships and things like that we can build up. So this is something that in the Starfleet world is already in existence. I think by the time Enterprise is on its way, you know, like in its mission for a couple years, I think they've got this built up and ready to go. A couple years after the initial Enterprise was sent out, the NX. Alright, so we got a campaign for a new Prime Minister. Let's hold up on that. We already got somebody on the envoy. We don't want Archer to become the leader because I need him to go to the Delphi Expanse and get all this stuff done. So we're going to boost Samuels, who's been ruling ever since we started the game, and we're going to boost the crap out of him because I don't want no one else to have a shot at becoming the Prime Minister right now. We'll we'll change that up a little bit later on. Let's send military vehicle to that, just because I have them free right now. I need all the science ships I got exploring as much as possible at this moment. It says he got Heller is completely explored. Protein fabricator out the way, get it researched. Alright, so Samuel stays the Prime Minister, which is exactly what we wanted and everything. So contact has been established with the Betazoid houses. It should be right there, but it's not popping up for whatever reason. Let's see what we have. Situation orbital research mandate. Distress call. We already sending a ship there. And the Expanse expedition leader. Archer is on his way because he's right there. Still cutting out any kind of negotiations with others just yet. Arriving at the source of distress call near Tal City 2, the second fleet has come across a freighter in the Earth cargo service under attack by Romulan pirates. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to defend the freighter, because we have military vehicles here, so we should be able to handle this. While the freighter's meager weaponry stood little chance against the Romulan pirates alone, together the second fleet and the two vessels were able to destroy the lead pirate ship, forcing the remaining vessels to retreat back to Romulan space. The captain of the freighter extended gratitude to the entire cargo service before setting a course to the nearest starbase. Understood. We got a little bit of money, some influence out of that, so that's a good deal. Because with that influence, we can go right down here. We can establish us another outpost. Go ahead and get this guy here, Bernard Star, get that out the way. Naval Supply Depot has been done. Let's go ahead and get how our government's going to act when it comes to people's rights out the way. Send you back to home starbase system. That's somebody wanting to form a coalition, but right now we're not doing that just because we've got to get that influence up so we can get our place expanded here some more. Alright, another ascension perk. Alright, here we're going to do the survey speed is increased by 35%. Science ships disengage chances increased by 50%. Or you could do the anomaly discovery. But since we're not really opening any of the anomalies yet, or researching the anomalies, I should say, excuse me, we're just going to go with the survey speed so that we can get in and out of these systems quicker. Another construction up here at Wolf 424. Let's go ahead and put a research station there, get that taken care of. Alright, we're done here. It's an immigration proposal. Like I said, I hate doing it, but because it's such a big factor on the influence side, I've got to deny a lot of this just so I can make sure that we get other things taken care of first. It does suck in a way, but it's also just trying to keep us, you know, as being relevant in this. Alright, so Ross 154 has been completely surveyed. We're going to set up to the next one. Linda, whatever. Got some more constructions knocked out. Decla Starbase and the research station at Wolf 424. Both of those are done. Let me see. I think I got this guy already heading that direction, right? Nope, didn't even do that. Let's cancel him. I'm going to send him to here. And then 424 was. Alright, so Archer and the Enterprise are here now in the Sol system. So let's go ahead and select that expedition leader, get him sent on his way, so we can go explore the Delphi Expanse and find the Xindi homeworld. So we're going to move you to here. Alright, so Archer has been selected to lead the mission to the Delphi Expanse to gather intelligence on the Xindi. Following the loss of the original NX-class Enterprise, Starfleet has gone to great lengths to accelerate the construction of a replacement from the unused space frames in storage. The new Enterprise has been given to Jonathan Archer to command for the duration of the expedition, where contact with Earth is expected to be limited. With the new Warp 5 engine, advanced defense systems, and a contingent of soldiers from the Military Assault Command Operations, MACO, the Enterprise is United Earth's best hope for survival. Flagships will be unavailable for construction while Archer is exploring the Delphi Expanse. Alright, so we're sending Archer and the crew of the Enterprise off to the Delphi Expanse, and I'm going to step away for just a second so I can take Floki outside to use the bathroom, and I will be right back and start trip to the Expanse. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm going to continue going. Alright, this is the language translator that'll help us understand other alien civilizations. Import some luxuries. Into the Expanse. After weeks of fruitless searching in the Expanse, Captain Archer has found his first clue. The owner of a Trillium mining station claims to employ a Xindi laborer and be willing to arrange a meeting for a price. One of the Zindi workers' fingers is provided as evidence, an unfortunate mining accident apparently, which provokes more questions. The organic residue from the probe that attacked Earth shares a number of genetic markers in common with those from the finger. However, they appear to be from a separate, though related species. That the Zindi may not be a single species confused the investigation. Archer convenes with the Enterprise senior staff and decide on how to pursue. So let's use the Makos to abduct the Zindi worker, which they did, I think, in the Enterprise show. So let's see. So Archer orders the assault squad on Makos to infiltrate the mining facility and extract the Zindi worker. Beaming to a remote section of the facility, the team encounters little resistance, finding the Zindi worker alone. He reveals his name as Kasich and warns the team that their easy progress is likely a trap to capture them for slave labor. The team follows Kasich through the bowels of the facility until at the last they reach a section where the Enterprise transporters are able to penetrate. However, the facility security team ambushes them, mortally wounding Kasich before the transporters complete their cycle. Back on the ship, the dying Zindi reveals the location of the Zindi homeworld and that 6 separate species of Zindi evolved there, including primates like himself. Set course for the Zindi homeworld. Alright, so technically right now, looking on the map, the Enterprise is somewhere in this system right here, in this Delphic expanse, looking for the Zindi homeworld. So we know that somewhere in here is the Zindi homeworld. Alright, we have arrived at the coordinates Zindi home system. However, no habitable worlds can be detected. Instead of an enormous asteroid field fills the star's habitable zone. Using predictive modeling, the science officer is able to confirm that the asteroid field came from a single world between 150 to 200 years ago. Material analysis of the field indicates the presence of advanced compounds that indicate the presence of a warp-faring culture. If this is the Zindi homeworld, it has been broken for a long time. Archer orders the return to the original Expanse search pattern. Now, let's stop that. Let's get over here and do that, because it looks like we have a Andorian ship coming in, and I don't want him to get this Kappa planet here. It looks like he could be going north though, but that's the first system he comes to is 359, so not 100% sure on where he's going. Just want to make sure that we're getting it. Alright, we have a faction on Earth started up. The guys are moving kind of slow. So he's going up. It looks like he might be going to Leyland or Epsilon Indy. Alright, back to the Expanse. The Enterprise has detected a Vulcan distress signal being transmitted from a nearby asteroid field. On inspection of the vessel, Saleya is heavily damaged and not responding to hails. Boarding the vessel, Captain Archer leads a team to make contact with the crew and attempt to effect repairs. Deep in the Vulcan ship, several Vulcan crew members in a frenzied state ambush Archer's team and forcing them to take refuge in the Saleya's control room. Analyzing the bio readings of the Vulcan officer stunned unconscious reveals the psychotic effect has been caused by exposure to Trillium D, which pervades the asteroid field. Alright, so let's investigate a possible cure. Archer orders the Enterprise medical staff to exhaust all options to provide a cure for the psychotic Vulcans on Saleya, while the away team reinforces their position in the control room. Nearly a day passes before a series of potential cures are provided. However, all require testing. Selecting the most likely antidote, the medical team distribute the concoction Trillium D, neutralizing agents through the life support umbilical connections on the Saleya starboard docking port. Within minutes, the entire crew of Saleya is unconscious, allowing the away team to exit the control room. Several hours pass, and the crew fail to awaken again, all showing signs of permanent brain damage. Captain Johnson Archer orders the crew to effect repairs to the Saleya before sending her back to Vulcan space on automatic control with a log of the events leading up to the death of the crew. Damn. Alright, so the crew of the Saleya all ends up passing away, but at least the ship is saved and sent back to Vulcan, which might be a good thing for our relations. Don't really know yet, but we'll see. Alright. Still moving ships around, getting everything built up as much as we possibly can. Some more research. Take care of. Asmodeans on that. Move there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And keep our surveying and everything going on a little bit more. Report luxury items. Let's keep education down. Let's get that down as well because I think I have a couple. Alright, back to the Expanse. Months of investigation have led Archer to a Xindi mining colony where chemosite, a key element used in the Xindi probe attack on Earth, is being produced in large quantities. The mines appear to be surrounded by a number of small settlements with layouts suggesting civilian use. With enough time and materials, we could fashion a series of explosive charges that would destroy the chemosite mines while avoiding damaging civilian structures. But any delay could allow the Xindi to collect more chemosite for their next weapon. Let's send an away team to the colony. Okay. Upon infiltrating the mining colony, Archer's team have identified the head of operations and captured him in his home. Questioning the Xindi Aburl, a male named GreyWolfs, reveals how he had been assured that chemosite produced at the colony was for research purposes only. Horrified at the prospect of his work killing millions, GreyWolfs agrees to help sabotage the next shipment of chemosite and provides a tracking device to enable the Enterprise to follow the shipment to wherever these weapons are being produced. Excellent, excellent. All right. We've lost contact with the Franklin. No signs revealed of the ship, the captain, or her crew. So if you guys remember in Star Trek, the disappearance of the USS Franklin does come back to haunt the Federation some years down the road. So currently we have, let's go ahead and upgrade our military ships. We currently have 3 science ships that we are using right now since we lost one. Fleet's upgraded. Surveying the last there. He's got more to survey there. Alright, to the Expanse. Having followed the chemosite shipments to a nearby system, the Enterprise has encountered an Andorian vessel, Kamari, under Commander Shuren of the Imperial Guard. Shuren offers the Kamari service to assist the Enterprise, insisting on sending engineering team to upgrade and repair various systems. Deriding the Vulcan High Command for its lack of support for the United Earth efforts against the Xindi, Captain Archer cannot help but feel that there's more to the Andorian presence in the Expanse. While the 2 vessels sat at the edge of the system, their sensors detect a massive energy discharge in the inner asteroid belt as a dwarf planet is vaporized, further confirming the threat of another Xindi weapon. So we're going to accept their assistance. Accepting the Andorian help pleases Shuren, whose crew spends the next few days upgrading various systems aboard the Enterprise. Archer and Shuren devise a plan to capture the prototype weapon by using the Enterprise as bait and lure the Xindi patrol vessels away before allowing the Kamari to beam the weapon on board and disarm it. The mission is successful, however, Shuren reveals secret orders to steal the weapon for the Andorian Empire alone. The Enterprise chases Kamari into the system's auric cloud, though it seems Andorian engineers have triggered a security protocol on the weapon. As it triggers an overload of its chemosite-laced energy emitters, the Kamari is heavily damaged, unable to prevent the Enterprise beaming back the remains of the weapon and downloading the Kamari scans, before it manages to limp back to Andorian space. The scans of the weapon reveal a number of potential weaknesses, however no clues as to the location of any further prototypes. So the Andorians helped us, and then they tried to screw us in the back, or stab us in the back. Andorians have closed the area and sent my science ship running. So they've closed borders with it. Once that science ship, the Fahrenheit, comes back, I'll send them back down here to Clusteron, and these other areas here. Long weeks spent hunting the Expanse have paid off as the Enterprise successfully captured a shuttle belonging to the Xindi primate scientists leading their weapons project against Earth, a male named Dagna. The Captain Archer must now decide how to take advantage of his new captive. The tactical officer suggests an elaborate ruse using memory-inhibiting drugs in a mock shuttle pod to extract the location of the final Zindi weapon from Dagra, but the resources required are substantial. An initial interrogation reveals little beyond the knowledge that the Zindi apparently believe that destroying Earth is their only hope of survival. Let's prepare for the deception. Archer's orders to construct a mock shuttle interior as per the tactical officer's proposal using memory-inhibiting drugs. Archer is able to persuade Dagra that the two of them have been prisoners on Zindi reptilians for several years, following the destruction of Earth and the reptilians' subsequent betrayal of the other Zindi species. Dagra reveals that the Zindi are convinced to attack Earth by transdimensional beings who presented themselves as the Zindi's saviors. After a series of faked attacks on the shuttle and a promise by Jonathan Archer to rescue Dagra's family, the location of the Zindi weapon is revealed. That's the Prime. The simulation is terminated and Dagra's short-term memory wiped. In an attempt to generate sympathy for their cause, Captain Archer then offers Dagra and his crew their freedom, unsuspecting that the weapon's location has been compromised. Not good, not good, not good. The Enterprise arrives at Zata system, almost immediately being fired upon by many Zindi warships patrolling the area. The attack is soon halted, though, as a squadron of Zindi primate and admiral ships forms a protective escort around the Enterprise. Intense bursts of communication detected between the various Zindi vessels until at last the shuttle docks with the Enterprise, and the Zindi primate security detachment offers to escort Captain Archer to the Zindi council chambers to present his case in person. Archer presents his evidence to the Zindi Council, proving Earth's innocence. Zindi fears that Earth would seek to destroy their species are shown to be a fabrication of the transdimensional beings who themselves have created a subspace instabilities in the Delphi Expanse to allow the region to become habitable to their kind. The primate and admiral representatives are convinced, with the aquatics demanding more time to consider their response. However, the reptilians and insectoids are enraged by this. Seizing control of the weapon, the reptilians and insectoids launch a device on a direct course to Earth, while the Enterprise races to try to catch up with it. So we got some research done. NX class is done. We'll do the activities in a minute. But now we need to get here and put how we're going to do, or go how we're going to do this. Figured the Celea and the other Andorians would have shown up, but didn't get that this time around. Some more Ascension perks. Let's go ahead and get the anomaly discovery chance knocked out of the way. Where these Zindi ships are. Got one there, one there. This is the science. Celea is coming in. There's the Enterprise. All right, let's get this going. Looks like it's just going to be us and the Zindi this time around. We get these other ships knocked down out of the way, this frigate and destroyer. We should be all right once we get that. All right, so it's just right now, it's just the destroyer and the super weapon left over. Looks like we might be all right there. We should be able to finish this off. I'm sorry about it being so loud. I just wanted to zoom in and kind of show y'all the frigates and stuff that we are using. Looks like we have destroyed it. Alright, the Zindi weapon has been destroyed, and efforts of Starfleet cannot be overstated. Devastated by the loss of the weapon and their fleet, the Zindi reptilians and insectoids have accepted ultimatum provided to them by remaining Zindi species for defying the will of the Council. Accepting their manipulation into targeting the Earth, the primates, aerials, and aquatics have promised to uphold peace between the two powers, though relations will not be easy. So Earth can now rest easy, knowing that we will not have to worry about the Zindi attacking us again and being convinced to do so. So from here, what we're going to do, we're going to call it here. Go ahead and get everything sent back where it needs to be sent. And get this stuff going. All right. So I appreciate you guys coming by and watching. As I said before, this is Panicking with GreyWolfs Den. Please, guys, we're still trying to get to that 250 subscribers. It's free. It costs you absolutely nothing. You get to see decent content, hopefully great content in your opinion. We are about 77 subscribers away from reaching that 250. And once we reach that 250, like we've said before, we'll send out a shirt, hat, and a $50 gift card. So please, guys, you have any friends or anything that like Star Trek and Stellaris, please let them know. Come check us out. Give us a review. Let us know how we're doing. And we appreciate everything you guys do for us and the views and the comments. So